Racing car driving may seem like a dangerous sport. It's true, but the drivers who do it are specially trained and practice constantly. Preparing for any possible scenario, always aware of all the road conditions. Driving on regular roads is more dangerous. Many drivers are untrained and make mistakes, endangering not only themselves, but us as well. Some roads are in poor condition. Many tyres are worn down. Many drivers are tired, and their visibility may be impaired. Join us for a quick drive where we test some simple actions that will allow us to be safer on the road. Let's go. If you knew that a building is collapsing in your area, you'd immediately move to a safe distance from it, right? On the road, every single car is like a building that's about to collapse. We have to keep a safe distance, and especially if we're driving fast. The average reaction time for a driver is between 2 to 3 seconds. It takes 1 second to identify the problem, another second to respond to it, and another second is the time it may take the car to stop. The distance that your car will travel during those 3 seconds if you were driving at 30 miles per hour would be 10 meters and another 14 meters for the car to make a full stop. In total, 24 meters in 3 seconds. The car in front of us is driving at 55 miles per hour, and we behind them are driving even slower, at about 50 miles per hour. Are we safe? It would appear that we're not. Even at low speeds, a minimum 2-second gap is essential. Let's focus on the pole, and as soon as the car in front of us passes next to it, we'll count 21, 22, 23. And if our car hasn't passed by the pole yet, then we're at a safe distance. If our car passed through the same pole before we were able to finish counting, then we're in danger. Remember that you should always be able to see the back wheels of the car in front of you. 1 extra second can save your life. You're about to go out and find out that your cell phone is on 20%. What do? Charge it before you leave, right? Here you are about to go out and party and burn so much energy. Your body is tired after a long day at work, and you still have plenty of energetic plans for that night. When we're tired, our eyes tend to close more often, and you may have blurry vision. We see less of the road, and as a result, our brain has less to work with when analysing the road. Our eyes close rapidly. We fall asleep for 1 second and immediately wake up, frightened, in an unfamiliar place. This is a critical moment. The moment where most drivers will make dangerous decisions that will lead them into crashes. So what do? We charge the batteries before we go out. We take a few hours to rest and sleep, even if we're not tired. Don't tell yourself that you'll be home in a few minutes and everything will be all right. Many crashes occur close to home. If you're feeling tired while driving, here's what you can do. Always have a bottle of water in your car. Stop in a safe place and drink. If the heating's on, turn it off. Open a window and let the wind energize you. Listen to the radio and to rhythmic music. Stop at the side of the road. Take a short nap first and then take a short walk. Get an ice cream. It'll give you some energy and wake you up. Remember, drive without drinking a single drop of alcohol. And only drive when you're fully awake. On the racetrack, the driver's body is cocooned in safety equipment, and rescue crews are standing by ready for every call. But on the road, things are different. The outer metal of regular cars, even the truly expensive ones, are not much safer than the shell of a nut. Our body still goes through something that it isn't used to. A seatbelt can minimize the effects of the crash, but not prevent it. The speed of your car makes the difference between a crash with minor injuries or deadly ones. At 70 miles per hour, your car's fuel consumption is between 20 to 25% more than at 55 miles per hour. This means you're wasting money on every trip. Your parents would be happy to save that money, and if you're paying those extra pounds, then surely they could be better used for something else. Would you go on this ride without a belt or a safety device? The odds of this roller coaster crashing are extremely low. There's no chance for any other car to hit it. But despite all that, there's no way you would take the belt off, right? So why is it that when you're in a vehicle that goes just as fast, you would agree to go in without a seatbelt? Think about it. A majority of victims are hurt in crashes despite wearing a seatbelt in the back seat, because it is their friend sitting next to them without one that collides with them like a human missile. A seatbelt doesn't only save your life, it makes sure you don't kill or injure your friends. And if you're sitting next to someone with no seatbelt on, it's your duty to ask them to put it on. Anyone who's ridden on a bike before knows that feeling, the feeling of freedom, but also the dangers. Motorcyclists are involved in crashes more often than car drivers. During short rides, some motorcyclists drive without helmets and proper body gear, especially during short rides. It seems that a majority of motorcycle crashes happen in the city and even close to home. With the speed of the bike, any fall or slip, even at minimal speed, can cause extreme injury. A proper helmet and protective gear saves lives of motorcyclists around the world. Professional racing is a sport that requires special conditions. But on normal roads, the goal of driving is to take us to our destinations safely. Today, you were exposed to a few simple rules. Drive by these rules, and in the race of life, you'll be number one.